Sim Racing 1 with Eilas de Vries. And then ART Sim with Kevin Tierens. DT Tracks Black with the 999 car driving by Yves van Zande. Then it's the 287 Gino van Lierde driving the Flanders Racing Team Bravo car. Team Redex SimSport 808 is driven by Dominic Hameder, who took the wheel. You see then A&R Endurance Esports 60 car is being driven by Sean Chisholm. That's the Ford GT. And then there is the Eagle Speed Academy Sports 484 driven by Loris de Vlieger. Flemish SimSport Red. The 56 car being driven by, let me see, Gilles Philippaerts. Team Redex 524. Thomas Valdi. And the NRTE paddock red car, the 64 car, is Damian Przybylski. Sorry for butchering your name. Flanders Racing Team Charlie then in P21 with Bert Verbank. Going to the Porsche Cup class by a mile. It's Gordon Marshall. Still, no, not in the car. It's now Karabidaru or Mr. C in the car for Walk Racing Esports. Squadra Veloci is in P2 with now driven the 446 Matthias Ronzani, ART Sim Racing. The guys who joined with the wrong car doing quite well actually. In the 41 car, it's Thomas Rendes still. Eagle Speed Academy Esports P, the 482 car driven by Steve Claes, and at the bottom of the field, Team Redex.com 528 driven by our friend Danny Munro. And that's all of them.
That's quite a list.
Yeah, it's quite a list, yeah. Van Aken here.
So one thing we missed during the break was that Max managed to actually not only catch Pat, but also create a 4 seconds gap. And Robin Mass, who is P5 at the moment, I think he had an incident or something because he just lost like 10 or 15 seconds out of this.
Yeah, there. I see a 4X. Let's have a look.
Let's take a look at this. You can see it coming by a mile. That's a shame.
On the curb, cannot steer the car in the air, and there is the 290 car.
At that point, the car is just going by itself. You can only pray to not kill the guy in front, because it was already too late to slow down for Robin, I think, unfortunately.
I think in terms of damage, he is quite getting away with it.
I think he is very lucky. I think it was netcode damage or something, because the front just got stuck down, and he managed to get back to the car freely. So I think it was netcode damage. Maybe not.
Munro now
seems to be fine.
Munro is now entered as out in our timing sheet.
Okay.
Steve Claes.
Fun fact, the front end of the LMP3 car is really not needed to actually drive on this car, because the way the damage is distributed, if you lose your front end, you can still drive. You will lose a bit of top speed, but it's still gonna be okay. So
it's interesting.
That's an interesting damage model there. But I think it's one of the only times where the damage model is profusely wrong in this game, but that's how it works, unfortunately.
Yeah.
At least it doesn't make you faster, because otherwise it would be a real problem.
Alright, it's time, I think, to let Kenny from the Make-A-Wish Foundation have a word, and let him explain why we're doing this today and the rest of the season. So we are gonna
slow down
a few minutes and let Kenny do the talking.
Okay.
Copy that.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenny and I am a wish coordinator of Make-A-Wish Belgium. At Make-A-Wish, we grant wishes of children who are fighting against a life-threatening disease. By doing this, we give them hope, joy, and strength to be able to keep on fighting. Hope by making the child believe that if his or her wish can come true, it will be also able to become healthy again. Joy by making the child feel like a child again, even just for a day. No
So yeah,
hospital,
no need to remind you to
treatment,
avoid
no
slowdowns at
sadness,
all costs.
just enjoying life
Yeah,
as
that's
the
a weird
life
way to
of
take
any
it though.
child
I would
should
have
be.
stayed flat in the big list for the
Strength by
chicane,
giving
but
the child something
whatever.
to fight for, knowing that Make-A-Wish is there to grant their wishes in a couple of weeks or months. Being able to make a change in the life of a sick child and his family is amazing. The emotions
To
on
be
the
fair,
parents'
like with
face when
slowdowns
they
at the
see
moment,
that sparkle in
like,
their kids'
they
eyes
seem to have a
for
mind
the
of their
first
own,
in
so
a very,
I
very, very long
probably with them,
time
I just want
is a
to
feeling
get
you
it
can't
clear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
describe. That's why we do
I
what we
practiced
do.
clearing them in
And it
practice
wouldn't be
because
possible without
obviously
people
when
like
you're pushing,
you guys
you
who
get
help
them.
us by giving us the financial support. It's important to know that we don't get any money from the government. All of our finances we get are from people who donate or who start organizing fundraising events for us, like you guys are doing today. You have no idea how much it means to us that you guys are being a part of this amazing esports racing event. So a huge thank you to
What,
everyone
Danny
who's
again?
listening to this right
Ah.
now. The guys behind the organization, the racers, people in the chat who are able to donate during this race and the upcoming events. You already raised more than 3,800 euros, which is an amount you should all be very proud of. Thanks to the continuing support from Alex and his team, and all of you who have donated now or in the previous events, we were already able to grant 6 wishes.
So just
Oh,
remember,
we
That's
ended
the
up
wish of
behind this fucking guy
16-year-old
again.
Jenko.
it's fine. Just
Who
be
wanted
safe and
to be a
patient. We
miner
don't mind
for the
losing a
day.
bit of
Yep.
time, even a position.
He went
alright?
to the army.
Oh, yeah, it's the
and
blinking
learned all
that
about
worries me.
disarming mines and many, many more. After Yanko, we had the wish of 8-year-old Adam, a huge train fan who wanted to spend a day in trains and in train stations. He even got a cap like a real train conductor and a little uniform.
That.
It was an amazing wish. While Yanko was having the time of his life, we visited 15-year-old Maxime, who wished to have a game computer to be able to play his favorite games. Next up we had a wish kid whose parents chose to stay anonymous, which of course we will accept. This kid got a new iPhone 15. Another kid who wished to stay anonymous was a kid who wished to spend the night in a trampoline park. I heard from the volunteers afterwards that it was a fun wish where our volunteers for once also could let their inner child come out to play. Last but not least, we granted the wish of Ayub, a boy of 8 years old who wished for a PlayStation 5 to be able to play his favorite game Fortnite in his room in silence without his parents or brothers to disturb him from gaming. All of this was possible thanks to all of you, so please know that while you are racing here today, while you are donating during this event, you are being a part of this incredible wish journey, and as Make-A-Wish we can't thank you enough for this. Good luck to everyone who's taking part in the race today and in the upcoming 2 events. Keep it a fair race and know that at the end, no matter what position you're finishing in, you're all champions to Make-A-Wish today. So thank you again, and I hope to see you all back in events in the future. Bye bye!
So that was Kenny from the Make-A-Wish Foundation with some great words, some stories, the wishes we've already granted for the children of Make-A-Wish, which is just, yeah, that's why we do it, I think. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, very strong words. I think
They're backing out.
It's when you put it this way, when you're hearing from not him, but from the voice of those children, that you realize that what you're doing is helping in a way, even if you don't you don't realize it sometimes. But yeah, it's I'm happy to see that what we're doing make a difference.
Yeah, I think the contrast is just so strong because we are doing what we love, our hobbies, sim racing, and then
Yeah.
while we're having fun driving these imaginal cars, we are
That was
raising money
concerning.
to help out kids.
That was
so
an interesting thing to
what's not
see.
like there?
Yeah. Like, you know, on a screen, depth perception, you're like, how close to the track is that burnout?
There is some airtime. I think Cindy would have liked that. Driving the 31 Porsche GT3.
Sorry to interrupt, by the way. P2 with Maxim just got back to the race with Pat. They're catching.
Also, Brathen is right to the mix again. These three
Yep.
GT3 are
Again with the
for a few
chicane.
laps now.
And Jeremy, right behind, could manage to get involved in that fight. And the weather is just completely gone to 100% fog. And we can't see stuff. And as you can see, still keeping in the middle of the track, which is a public road, by the way.
Yeah, that's also a fun fact.
And the thing is, it's actually well designed because in real life, when you go to those roads, it's actually designed the same way with a bit of a crest in the middle. It goes from the left to the side. Maybe not as much as we can see on iRacing, but it's still a thing. Which is also another fun fact is that this road that we are seeing right now, even if it's super legendary, it's a road that is used pretty much every day for people to go to work because it's a very long line that makes them go from the whole city of Le Mans to the other quarters and the other cities and the working area. And the thing is, when they cut the whole road for the race, it makes the traffic go jamming everywhere else because of this. So the whole month of June, when we have 24 hours of Le Mans and 24 hours of Le Mans and all the events alongside, it makes the city of Le Mans going a bit wild.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a similar thing in the old days that during the Grand Prix of Monaco, which is this weekend,
Yeah.
at Friday it was just the track was just opened up to everyone. Free practices would be on Thursday, and so the town could be supplied again with goods. That's not now anymore, but it used to be that way. Still focusing
By the
on...
way, sorry, no, I just wanted to add on this Monaco subject that you can see throughout the time when you look at the onboards of Formula 1 that they had it so much more buildings around the track that when they go to the tunnel side, you know, they were able to see the sun before with the onboard, but now you can't see it anymore because there is buildings all around it.
Yeah, the whole scenery changed quite a lot. Absolutely.
It's getting very close between Simon and Chris. I wonder if he's gonna try anything. No, it's gonna be too far away. But Jeremy again catching now, almost a second behind. He is in the second. He's gonna be
Holy
able to
crap, he's fast through
use
there,
the
eh?
draft now. And Team Trump with Alex. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, and Jeremy de Boever is also not really that far away.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to have the draft for the next straight line. It's not gonna be as strong as the draft Simon and Chris are gonna have because he's further away. But he's still catching, and he's catching quite fast. 7/10. He's still gonna have a bit of draft. And now Maxim and Patrick and Pat just fighting alongside.
Really struggling
Yeah,
with
I've
Tate
changed
Rouge
over the
when I
Yeah.
follow him.
the camera controls here at our side to automatic direction.
That's why well, for me, I was just like really backing off
Yeah, no,
very late on the getting back on the
If there
throttle,
are
just to
any
make sure I get a
cars
clean
close
run out,
together,
because
the
we've got the
system
straight
will
line
automatically
advantage.
see it. If the chat,
that's why.
if the chat would like to see anything, just let us know and we'll focus in on that.
And P1 and P2 just swapped positions in GT3. Chris now P1.
We have the simulation guys here.
Like, such is our advantage in the
which
straight
are
line,
still
it's
quite
really better to
recovering
just
from the
avoid
ban.
any kind of
Valkyrie.
contention into the corners. Just make
Yep.
sure you get a strong run out.
Three-way battle.
And now Volkering. Want a piece of that? It's gonna help Robin Mass because Robin is trying to catch now P3. 9-second gap. It's still possible for him knowing his pace, but it's gonna take a bit of time.
Absolutely.
And Pat is gonna go for it.
Look how fast
Yeah,
you get on the straight. No.
And he's just lost 2 positions for nothing. This is Le Mans. And he's gonna go for it again. Maybe are we too wide? We are too wide. Maxim right behind. He's gonna go. He's gonna try to get a piece of that. Oh, the faking. The fakings. You can't trick a monkey, but he did trick the monkey because Mitchell is gonna be able to go past Pat. He missed his braking into the Mulsanne corner, and now we're gonna have the wall straight for this. Maybe he will be able to fight for it. We have traffic alongside. It's very close. He's gonna have it to be in front at first. He's in.
Could get
he
interesting.
has the inside on the Indy, but he's gonna let Pat Labors pass. And Pat's gonna be P1
Yep,
on
just
this.
make sure, keep it nice and clean and tidy, because
Yep.
cars
You
behind.
do want to be on the first position
Probably can't pass
when
us
you
anyway.
have traffic in front like this, because you control the way you can enter the traffic and you can be able to create a gap and gain an advantage to your opponents. In a way, it's gonna be a bit difficult for Pat to actually enter this position. We know that Pat has a bit of trouble with traffic sometimes, considering that he had some incidents with the traffic in the last races. But I think he can still manage well.
There's traffic now again.
Yep, especially
Lot of
on the S
traffic.
corners. He's gonna go for the inside, and as you can see, Pat can manage to overtake, but didn't for Mitchell. So he gained
Okay,
like half a second for nothing
So,
in this.
yeah, that's the kind of stuff that
Because
we don't need.
he's gonna have to overtake on the first 4 chicane. But Maxim has to back out, he has to stay behind, and that's the way you create a bit of a gap. But Pat just got out. I think Pat is on the grass. Pat was on the grass there. He lost 2 seconds. What
Right in the
happened
fog.
there?
Let's have a look.
What happened there? I think we had an incident. with the GT3 and traffic.
Yeah. Oh!
He overshoots. That's too bad. He overshot himself.
That's under pressure.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Remember that multi-class is
Nice.
just,
Yeah.
it's give and
That was
take.
nice to try.
Like sometimes you just gotta take the pain,
Now Robin is
right?
behind. He's
Like even
gonna
if you hadn't passed that
be able
Porsche,
to catch
so what,
again.
big deal. Like cars behind you can't do anything either.
Oh man, this race
But
is. This
Now
race is fun.
we lose out. Nobody else loses out, we do.
Battles all over.
Good news is that obviously they're not very far ahead at all, so we're very lucky.
Here's the battle in GT3, and there is still a battle going on at the top. Volkering and Red Bull.
Yeah, definitely, it's not over yet. But as we can see on the Porsche Cup, the gap between P1 and P2, we don't talk a lot about this, but Bronzani against Andre, it's about 3 seconds close. He managed to catch that 15 seconds gap he had before.
Yeah,
I don't know if I don't know if he's tying again with him or not, but
Yeah, I think with the pace from Andre is a little bit less than his teammate, but still quick.
we still have to consider it's 5 a.m. for them at the moment, so it doesn't help.
Dat was de Vries. Battling it out with his teammate. Probably last
I
coming up
wonder why.
behind.
I wonder why they don't bump draft in that situation. Oh, he has wheel damage. Do you see the wheel?
Yeah,
The wheel is a bit offset.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
wheel damage. He's gonna have to use the
fast repair.
fast repair.
Yeah, I don't think they used it already.
No, they didn't. They didn't. So he's fine. He should be fine. But yeah, the car is a bit
So I
damaged
think
at the
kill
moment.
away from Mulsanne.
Yep.
This is well done. Well executed way of handling the traffic.
In front.
They're not giving themselves a lot of space though. They're asking for trouble in a way. You can't afford yourself to take the risk with netcode. But this is well executed. Now the real question we need to ask is how long is it going to take for Pat to catch back the P1 and P2?
Heine battle. So Steiner going for another stint after the stop.
Traffic's getting very intensified now. Maxim half a second right behind Mitchell. You know he's gonna try, he's gonna go for it. 100%. Maybe not here though, that's a bit dangerous. He still has to pass traffic. That's well executed. He's getting very close.
I don't know what's going on with me.
Increasing the gap, 3 seconds behind.
Robin Maas is getting the gap smaller and smaller, I think.
We're gonna have to wait for the straight to do something there.
So iOverlay is
But
currently
with the help
predicting
of that
only
GT3 in
125.05
front,
laps, and that's obviously not
it's
even
gonna give
accounting
a
for
lot
pit
of
stops.
jump
So
to-
Speak up a little bit, Peter. I can't quite hear what you're saying to me. Speak up, please.
Maxim.
So iOverlay is currently only predicting 125.05 laps, and that's not accounting for pit stops. So that's not a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying with the pit stop average time, that like they don't all need to be 14s.
Steiner now dropping back to P3. Schoonakers is going further up the field. I suppose Schoonakers did use their fast repair after the damage in the first stint.
Around the outside goes Maxim. I think he overtook Mitchell on this combo on the
absolutely
chicane. He did. And Mitchell now is gonna try to overtake him again, catch back the position with draft. It can be possible, but if Maxim decides to take the inside line and cover the entry, it's not gonna